Hi, sweet friends, it's Amy, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be decorating here in our home office for spring. I want to lighten and brighten the area for those warmer months. And so, even if you don't have a home office, I'm hoping that my ideas are still useful for you to use in your own homes. I'll be styling some shelves. I also want to switch out our curtains. I have some new frames and artwork that I need to hang. We'll be styling a sitting area, and then I have lots of different tabletop surfaces to decorate, an accent table, a console table, as well as our desk. So I hope you enjoy decorating alongside me today and find some of my ideas helpful. If in fact you do, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you're new, I would love if you would consider subscribing before you click out today. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it to decorating. I hope you enjoy. Here's your first look at our home office before we refresh the space. And of course, my little sidekick Nyla is right here with me. I'm excited to mix in a few new pieces while also reusing and rotating some of my favorites I already love. For the space, I'm going for a soft, light, and bright cottage feel with a neutral palette and a few pops of green to bring everything to life. For spring, I picked up a pack of two new frames from Amazon. I just love them. They have the prettiest bronze finish with the subtle ornate gold detailing that gives them such an elevated look. They actually came with everything you need to hang them, including the hardware, a little level, and even a tool to help open the back, which made it really easy. You can use them for a 12 by 16 print, which I'll be doing, or a 9 by 12 if you use the included white mat. And I want to mention they do have real glass, which I feel like always makes things look a little bit more high end. To add inside the frame, also from Amazon, I found this set of floral sketched wall art that I completely fell in love with. The canvas is nice and thick and has this really pretty dark olive green border that will tie in perfectly with the rest of the space. Most of the time, I like to use Velcro command strips for hanging my wall art, but since I plan to reuse these frames and switch out the artwork seasonally, I wanted them to feel a little bit more permanent. So this time I did opt for using some small nails. As I'm hanging these, I like to keep a couple of simple design guidelines in mind. Typically, you want the center of your wall arrangement to sit around 60 inches from the floor. That tends to feel the most natural at eye level. And for the spacing between frames, I usually keep it somewhere between 1 to 3 inches, depending on the look you're going for. A little tighter feels more collected, and a bit more space can feel a little bit more relaxed. I'm really happy with how these new prints turned out. They balance the cabinet on the other side of the window so beautifully. So now I want to pull that olive green color down here to the chairs by adding a couple of cozy pillows and a throw blanket to really tie everything together. These pillow covers are from Amazon and I love the light faux linen material. It gives such a soft, relaxed look. And the blanket, I believe, is from Hobby Lobby and it just adds that extra cozy layer. Since our accent table is on the smaller side, I don't want to add too much. I like to keep it simple with about 3 main elements, including the lamp, which came from Walmart. I'm going to bring in a bronze bowl filled with some really pretty, realistic hydrangeas. And to finish it off, I'll just add these floral scallop gold coasters. Still styled, simple, yet functional. Now let's move on to what I think is going to make one of the biggest differences in the overall feel of this room, and that's switching out the curtains. I'm taking down these heavier drop cloth panels and replacing them with some light, soft cream ones. Now these aren't new. You might remember I used them before in both our living room and dining room. This is such a simple change, but the lighter material instantly opens up the space and makes everything feel really bright and fresh for the spring. As I'm hanging these, I like to follow a couple of simple guidelines. I always try to hang my curtain rod as high as I can, almost to the ceiling, to draw the eye upward and make the room feel taller. I also like to extend the rod slightly wider than the window so that the panels can set off to the sides and let in as much natural light as possible. And another little tip, if you are using rings, make sure to slide that last ring on the outside of the hanging bracket for your curtain rod. That way, if you do end up pulling the curtains closed, you won't pull the whole panel. The end will stay nicely in place. For length, I usually prefer my curtains to either kiss the floor or have a slight puddle like these do for that soft, relaxed look. To add a little bit more of that cottage feel, I wanted to bring in a crochet doily, and I found one off of Amazon that I fell in love with. I'm just going to softly drape it over the corner to help ground this vignette on this side of the desk. You'll also notice I'm sprinkling in touches of gold throughout the room, and I love how that contrast against the deeper bronze tones really helps everything stand out. I also love mixing in a few of my treasured pieces. First, I'm adding this wooden piece that I found while antiquing. It is so unique, and I just love the warmth that wooden pieces give. I love mixing old with new, so I'm going to come in with these battery-operated flameless flickering candles with that rib texture and unique shape to set on top. And I just think that this combination really gives your design and your vignettes a more designer curated look. One of my favorite areas to decorate here in the office is our shelves in this cabinet. I like to switch them out seasonally. Today, I'm really excited to share these new decorative boxes that I found on Amazon. They have the prettiest olive green color with that touch of gold detailing, and they're not only beautiful, but they're also functional for storage. They come as a set of two, and the inside is lined with a soft black velvet, so they could even be used for a jewelry box. But I think they're going to work perfectly here in the office for a little extra storage. Throughout the cabinet, I like to mix different materials, add in a few special pieces like that vintage camera and the golf peg game for personality, and vary the heights of decor to keep things visually interesting. And one important tip, don't forget about the top of a cabinet. That final layer really helps draw your eye upward and creates more of a visual impact in the space. Again, I'm mixing something old with something new, bringing in different textures through that basket and adding a touch of seasonal florals. And then to finish things off, I'll add just a hint of gold to keep everything feeling cohesive. All right, sweet friends, that pretty much wraps up the decorating here in our home office for spring. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'd love to know what was your favorite area or decorating vignette that I created today. As always, let's end our time together by going to God's Word. Today I'll be reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 21. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. Well, I thank you all so much for joining me today and taking a little time out of your day to spend it with me. It really does mean the world to me. Well, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And until next time, take care and God bless, friends. Bye.